Welcome back to Metal. Warriors of Might and Magic, the new video game from 3DO, presents WWF Survivor Series. Survivor Series comes to you live in just 3 weeks. Sunday, November 19th from Tampa, Florida.
Holy contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Championship, introducing the challenger, weighing 270 pounds, Gangrel.
The hardcore title is on the line as we continue here on Metal. Gangrel, the new battle with Steve Blackman. But this is a great time to thank all the fans who tuned in to Raw last Monday and made it the highest-rated program in the history of TNN.
Well, make sure you tune in to Raw this Monday live at 9, 8 Central when Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Rikishi in a steel cage match.
There will be no escape for either man when they battle inside a cage this Monday on Raw. You definitely don't want to miss it. And as we mentioned later on, we will show you highlights of everything that transpired between Rikishi and Stone Cold, especially Thursday on SmackDown as Austin was laid out and Rikishi fulfilled his promise. He said he was going to leave the rattlesnake bloodied and buried.
His opponent, from Annville, Pennsylvania, weighing 245 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore Champion, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman.
Perhaps the finest hardcore champion in World Wrestling Federation history, Tom.
Well, I would have to agree with you on that point. Steve Blackman knows how to use any and all objects, whether they're glued down or not. Steve Blackman personifies hardcore champion.
To me, it seems like a key to success in the hardcore division is resiliency, because you're going to take and give punishment. Blackman knows he's going to get clobbered with anything that isn't nailed down. From having been hit in the head so many times during your career, Tom, and I mean that as a compliment, how hard is it to continue once your bell's been rung?
Well, obviously, you've never had your bell rung, so you don't know. I mean,
No, I sit here and I talk for a living.
Exactly. I sit here and try and talk for a living. Steve Blackman doesn't have to talk. His actions speak louder than words.
Well, Blackman drop kicks Gangrel, and already it's out to the floor. These hardcore matches, anything goes. It's all legal. There is no disqualification. There are no countouts. Pinfalls can happen anywhere. And in the history of the hardcore division, we've seen pinfalls take place everywhere imaginable, from snowbanks to truck bays to a riverbank, and maybe right out here on the floor. Maybe Gangrel walks away the hardcore champion. Gangrel has been a bridesmaid, never a bride, though, in this hardcore division. He's had many opportunities. The hardcore title.
Wow. You know, if you just sit there and talk to Steve Blackman before one of these matches and stare into Blackman's eyes, you can see that vacancy that it really does take to be a hardcore champion.
I mean, it's lights are on, nobody's home.
You ain't kidding, man.
Well, Gangrel misses. Oh! Gangrel there with the response. There's the cover count. Once again, I want to remind everybody that Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Rikishi this Monday on TNN. Raw is War, 9/8 Central, inside a steel cage. Highlights of everything that transpired between those two individuals a little later on.
Steve Blackman, knows how to use those trash can lids, that's for sure.
Kneecapping of Gangrel. As Blackman now continues to pour under pressure from his challenger. Tom, what about this bizarre situation? It's bad enough that Rikishi is in Stone Cold Steve Austin's business, but it seems as if with Rikishi, despite repeated no's, is going to continue to be in the life of the Rock.
In Rikishi's mind and Rikishi's heart, he feels he's doing right by The Rock, and if The Rock doesn't want his help, then it might be his own fault.
Well, certainly, once again, not just a no mercy where Rikishi, wait a minute now, the Bulldog on top of that garbage can lid. Not only was Rikishi instrumental in Brock losing the World Wrestling Federation Championship at No Mercy, certainly didn't help Brock's cause either. On Monday, Rikishi got Rock disqualified.
Well, again, I don't think that was Rikishi's intention. Gangrel with that fire extinguisher, but again, Rikishi is doing what he feels is the right thing for The Rock. No doubt The Rock would have been a superstar here in the World Wrestling Federation.
There's the cover. A nice unresponsive from Gangrel.
Back and forth.
And another kick out. So wait a minute now. Are you telling me that Rikishi was instrumental in Rock's success?
Well, no, I was just saying, no doubt that The Rock would have been a superstar in the World Wrestling Federation regardless, but without Rikishi taking out Stone Cold, maybe The Rock wouldn't have reached the heights that he did.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, certainly. I look at it from the standpoint of, I think that the World Wrestling Federation is a big enough place, and I think The Rock would have been successful without Rikishi mowing down Stone Cold, but no matter how many times The Rock says, stay out of my business, Rikishi, it appears as if the Samoan behemoth is going to do what he wants to do. And now, Steve Blackman's opening up the bag of tricks, and just like Felix the Cat, Blackman's always got something to pull out. Filipino stick.
Yeah, I think Gangrel would be good just to stay down. Uh-oh.
Man, why would you run right at Steve Blackman? Hey, I got a pair of sticks in my hand. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run right at you.
Maybe it's that gothic thing going on.
How about run away? Yeah. Uh-oh, wait a minute. That should do it. No! Gangrel kicked out. I thought this one was over. Give it to Gangrel.
Oh, man.
That's legal. No DQs here in this. Wild action on metal. Tag team action later on. The Dudleys looking to get some wood against F.A. and Bodakian. Wait a minute. Oh! It would have been Blackman kicked that trash can lid out of the way at the last second. Otherwise, it would have been quite, as I say. And now, Blackman. Oh! That kendo stick. Last Gangrel up the second rope. It's over.
The winner of this bout, and still hardcore champion, the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman.
So Steve Blackman retains the hardcore title with a hard-fought win